Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Alcatraz. This is the prison of Alcatraz. What can I say? We're here. Tomorrow we're going to drop a full documentary from inside Alcatraz. Right now we're doing a live stream. We're going to be talking to people, showing you guys what Alcatraz currently looks like. For instance, did you guys know that this place is just kind of ran down? It's almost like abandoned, but yet 4,000 tourists come here every single day, but for some reason prisoners can't come here. We're going to take you guys into Alcatraz. Here we go. Let's go. We got a little bit of hike going on today here in Alcatraz. This is right here a shop where the old workers here in Alcatraz used to work. Now it's a military salvage shop right there. And this is the current state of Alcatraz right now. It's interesting. You can walk on the streets here. And obviously you can walk here. It's a very popular tourist site. Just to come here to Alcatraz, I got scammed. I'm not going to lie. I got charged $150 for 3 tickets. And you showed up to the place to get tickets and it was only 50 bucks. I got scammed like $300 here today. So, but the point is, the place at Alcatraz, every single day, it generates around $200,000 of revenue every single day, upwards of $70 million a year just in tourism alone here in Alcatraz. Right now, Donald Trump says he wants to take Alcatraz and rebuild it. He has ordered the Federal Bureau of Prisons and the FBI, Homeland Security, and the Department of Justice to enlarge and rebuild Alcatraz. It's actually a pretty fascinating place. We were here earlier today. Like I said, that documentary will be coming out tomorrow from Alcatraz, but we wanted to show you guys what it currently is like here in Alcatraz and what it would actually take to rebuild and revamp this place. Right now, we got cameraman Nate back. We got Brooker T. Jones on Starlink duty. In chat, we are back. The team that went across America for all 7 swing states is finally back together. So, fun fact here, this is Alcatraz. Did the tour today. And this watchtower right here is the only remaining watchtower that still stands here. And this is where the prisoners made their escape. Over 13 escapes happened here, and 34 prisoners tried to escape from Alcatraz. Let's see if these guys think it'd be a good idea to reopen Alcatraz. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Should we reopen Alcatraz? No?
Not as a prison.
Why not?
Not as a prison. It was closed down for cost. If you're trying to do it for money, there are better places to put people. If you're trying to do it to make a point, then they're fine. But from a money perspective, I don't see it.
We can tax anybody though, and we have so much money.
It feels like it's going to cost way more money to get this place operational than it'll be worth.
Yeah,
that does make.
but Elon just saved $160 billion with Doge.
Okay.
But didn't they end up coming back and redacting like 90% of that money?
I don't know. Yeah, we're live right now. We're here on YouTube.
What's the channel?
Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley.
Yes. Yeah, we're seeing what people have to say about bringing Alcatraz back.
I
It'd be an interesting place.
Maybe they could bring it back as long as it wasn't a prison.
Not a prison. Yeah, it makes too much money to make it not a prison these days.
Nick
Like an
Shirley?
amusement
Yep.
park.
It almost feels like it makes more money
I mean, that.
museum.
Yeah, it makes upwards of $200,000 a day as a museum.
And it makes sense to keep it open as well.
It makes sense to keep it open, or we could keep the streets safe and put the most violent people here. That's what Trump said. I'm gonna pull up the tweet right now. What Donald Trump had to say.
408K followers?
Yes, that's me. Thank you, sir. And this island actually so this is the history of Alcatraz. It was once a fortress for the military around 1850s, and then it was a military prison, and then it became a prison in 1934 for the United States. In 1963, they then abandoned the prison essentially. And since then, it's been abandoned. How you doing, Billy Goat Brooker T?
Awesome. Doing awesome. Anything to get connection out here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elon Starlink.
Thank you, Elon
Right
Musk.
here.
Not only has Elon Musk saved us lots of money in Doge, he's also built Starlink.
Yeah.
And so they closed down the prison in
Not Sean
1963.
Gibbs, I just subscribed.
Hey, thank you. In 1963, they closed down the prison, and it's been kind of just empty ever since. And now it's just a tourist attraction here in San Francisco. It's made out of brick. The large majority of it is. We're going to try to take you guys inside of the prison as well. as long as the connection allows us. But we're going to be walking around talking to the people here about what they have to say about whether or not they should reopen Alcatraz if we already had the prison. And if 4,000 tourists walk the streets every single day here, theoretically, shouldn't prisoners be able to walk around here? That's just kind of what I'm thinking. How are you guys doing? Do you guys think they should reopen Alcatraz? Come on. You only have a yes or no?
Wait, what do you think? No.
Oh, come on. The people are curious.
You can answer it, Warden.
Yes?
Or no.
Yeah, she shook her head. Yes, I don't know what she said actually. Okay. In the home state of California, Gavin Newsom said, no, we're not going to reopen Alcatraz. But Alcatraz is actually not owned by the state of California. It's owned by the federal government. So theoretically, if Donald Trump wants to come in here and reopen Alcatraz, he has essentially the power to do. They say it would cost, nobody actually knows exactly how much it would cost, but they think it would cost a couple $1 billion to reopen this place and make it suitable for prisoners again. Okay, so what I'm thinking, you see how this is the prison right here? These are, right, Brooker T. So these are the prisons right there,
Yes.
and that's the warden's office.
Yes.
And if you stand right on the outside, we should be able to go inside.
So go up there.
But we're going to show you guys how close we are to San Francisco Bay here. And Brooker T, do you think they should reopen Alcatraz?
That's a hard question. After going inside Alcatraz, it looks like they could actually reopen it, but it's also a really valuable piece of property and makes the country a lot of money. So I don't know. I would think personally the place to put prisoners would be out in Nevada in a hot, dry desert that's not so beautiful, because up here it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, when you do drive through Nevada, we did drive here, and there's actually nothing in Nevada.
Yeah, and this is it's so beautiful up here. Everyone needs to come and see this place.
So this is the view the prisoners would have from Alcatraz. And when the prisoners did make their escape, there's nobody allegedly made it all the way across, except for potentially 3 men. 2 of them were brothers, and the other one was just like an inmate. But they made it across. They never found the body. But just to go from here to San Francisco, from like right there, it's only 1.2 miles. So theoretically, it doesn't sound like it's that hard of a swim. I did a half Ironman once. I swam that 1.2 miles, and it's really not. It's not impossible to do. However, what does make it hard here in Alcatraz, one, you'd be surrounded by 24-hour surveillance, but also the wind. The waves are extremely choppy. The current's extremely strong. And one more thing. And the waters here are the most highly infested, populated area of great white sharks in America, which is also interesting. You're running a big risk if you do decide to make it across the prison. Yeah, and all the way over here, we got the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, we got a guy. Let's talk to these people, what they have to say about reopening Alcatraz. You gotta move over. How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. Do you guys think they should reopen Alcatraz for prisoners?
I don't know.
Don't know. Hard question to answer.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, look, there we go. We got the Golden Gate Bridge right here. So you really do got, like, the best of all views. I don't know why Epstein didn't get this island out of all of them if he was looking for views and had all the money. He could have had Golden Gate Bridge and San Francisco. But screw Epstein. He's a horrible guy. Brooker T, you can't go underneath the roof. Brooker T's learning the Starlink ways. You guys, should we try to go inside of the prison? Or should we go down that way? I think maybe the courtyard. Yeah, and some of the infamous prisoners here were Al Capone and a man by the name of Machine Gun Kelly. Not the rapper that we all know about, but another Machine Gun Kelly. Oh yeah, this is also an interesting place. The warden here at Alcatraz, he had a mansion. It was actually 22 rooms. I don't know what the warden was doing here. Maybe the warden was low-key doing some weird stuff here. So he had 22 rooms here, inside the warden's house. And then in 1970, some kids, some college-age students, nobody really knows who came on here on the island, but they lit 4 of the buildings on fire, and one of them was the warden's house, the mansion. The warden had 22 rooms. Why do you think the warden had 22 rooms? Think he was big pimping out here, bringing girls onto the island?
I had 22 rooms, but I do know that the warden did have children, and children were allowed to live on this island.
Not 22 children,
Not 22 children, but children did live on this island, and then they took a ferry just over there, and then they would go to school. So maybe he had children. They did talk about having Christmases here, but 22 rooms, maybe he had a lot of guests. A lot of guests for some of the prisoners. Maybe if prisoners were good, guests came. I don't know.
She'll say to do some ghost hunting out here.
Hey, they want to look inside, so I'll give them a view.
Oh yeah, go inside, show them what it looks like inside of the prison here.
It's a really pretty fireplace.
They did have a pretty fireplace inside of there.
That's pretty much it. Not too much. Little fireplace.
So they had a little fireplace inside of there as well. Yes, I'm like out of breath. We just hiked up the top of the mountain. All right. San Francisco, lots of hill. Let's talk to these guys right here, see what they have to say about whether or not they should open up Alcatraz. How are you guys doing? Good, good. How is this your guys' first time out here in Alcatraz?
Yeah, I mean, first time in person.
First time in person.
Yeah.
Do you think they should open? Do you think they should open Alcatraz back up?
Yeah. It's easy to sneak in. That has Wi-Fi cameras.
Have you snuck in before? How do you know they have Wi-Fi cameras?
There's the cameras. It has the little thing.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
If they were hardwired into the ground.
Okay, yeah. In Alcatraz, they don't have any plumbing here. Apparently the plumbing's out, but they do have electricity. Do you think if they were to revamp this prison, do you think it would and make it suitable for prisoners? Do you think it would be a good idea to send prisoners here?
Shit fucked up. Nah.
But you just said to reopen it.
Well, yeah, but for the people, not for the not for the cutties in the jail.
No. And what kind of like crime do you think a prisoner would have to commit to make his way into Alcatraz?
I wouldn't say like one-time murder, like more than like 3 times.
But forget the 2 times.
Yeah, 2 times is fine.
2 times is fine, right?
Yeah, 2 hats. 2 hats is fine.
Mm-hmm. How many people have you killed?
0.
Okay, just checking. And back in the day, 1963, this was the most infamous, and they'd send people like Al Capone here, mobsters. Nowadays, it seems like America is getting pretty lawless. Here in California, at one point, you get up to $900 here inside of CVS and Walgreens.
Yeah, America's crazy. I'm from Oregon. People steal all over there all the time. It's called boosting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's beer runs. People run into stores. It's crazy.
Oregon is crazy. Do you think America is becoming lawless?
Yeah, it's been since like last year, 2 years. Since it started since COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Trump, in his tweet that he put out, he said far too long America has been like a safe ground or something like that for these murderers and criminals, and he wants to bring law and order back into the United States. Would it be a good idea to bring some law and order back in the U.S.?
I have no comment on Trump because I don't do politics.
Yeah, but like regardless of Trump or not, do you think it'd be a good idea to bring law and order back here in the United States and really hold criminals accountable for the crimes they commit?
Yeah, but there's like, oh well, I don't know about here, but PPD be underfunded, Portland Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's a big problem. A lot of these police departments are defunded, and they've received a lot less money than they usually used to receive and that they need.
We missed something, I think. We missed the dining room.
Oh, the dining room's over on the other side. But so, would you support them funding the police back up again?
They need to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I support that message. I think they should.
There's a lot of crazy things that happen, not just in the town that I'm from, everywhere. Chicago, here, lots of places.
Mm-hmm. At what point do you think America will bring? Do you think this would be a good stepping? Like, do you think this would be a good stepping stone in order to get law and order back in the U.S.?
Not this island specifically. If they do another island, maybe. But just, I feel like this is too run down.
Yeah.
It's just, I haven't been inside though. That's what I really want to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've been taking pictures. I've just been waiting for them.
The girls are always taking the photos, huh? Just trying to get the Instagram flick these days, it feels like. All right, and we're going to head over. We're going to go see inside of the prison, see what it looks like, all right? Show the people what Alcatraz, what's going down here in Alcatraz. Have a good rest of the day. And it is interesting because they actually are doing some renovations here. They have this tarp up right now. We'll talk more about this in the mainstream, in the main channel video tomorrow. But they are doing some renovations here in Alcatraz. And they did have construction crews going about today. Let's see. We're trying to figure out how to do this with the Starlink so that way we don't cut out here on stream for everybody. So this is the warden's office. See, look, they are doing construction today. You guys will see it tomorrow on the YouTube video when we talk to the construction workers. But they are doing some sort of construction, revamping here inside of Alcatraz. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but they are doing something, and they do have construction crews coming in actively right now. All right, so we're going to think really critical about how we can go inside of the prison, because the prison is right here. Booker T's got the Starlink right now. So I'm thinking we plant you right here, Booker T. And we're going to run in and then come on this side, show people what it looks like from inside the prison. So bear with us, everybody. We're going to try our best to show you guys inside of the prison. Here we go. So Booker T, you stand close here to the wall. Make sure you don't interfere with this. And we're going inside right now. All right, so this is the warden's room. This is the warden's office. This is a replica of Alcatraz. Right now, we are right here. So this right here is where the guards used to live, and then this top part is the prisoners' spot, and then right here is the courtyard for the prisoners. And then this was the warden's mansion that is now burned down. And I don't know what this other stuff was over here. But this prison, it's freaking massive. I can't even lie. All right, you guys, we're going to make our way into the prison. We're going to try our best. Let's hope the service doesn't go out. We're going to go really quick. Here we go. We're coming back. All right, we're reconnected here. Okay, Booker T. Jones is right over there with the Starlink. All right, let's give it a sec. We're coming back. All right, boom, we're back inside of the prison. All right, we're going to show you guys what these prison cells look like. I wish we could open this up right here. Because these are where the cells are at. All right. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're back, everybody. Okay, so we're inside of Alcatraz right now. This place could hold up to around 350 people. The max it ever got to was 275. And this is what one of the cells looked like. And then we're just going to do some interviews right around here as we have the Starlink right outside. Look, we got tons of people coming through here right now. So these are the cells. How are we doing as far as connection goes, Rick? Do we lose connection?
No.
Are we connected still? Okay. Okay, so these are the cells right here. You can see they're very small. Right there is where the toilets were used to be.
I can show them right now.
Yeah. Just gotta be careful because we can't get too far away. That's the toilet, sink, and then there's also a cot. Right there you can see one of the cots. Where are the prisoners? Let's just stand right over here. Let's get some interviews with people here inside of Alcatraz.
Choppy, but we're here. It's all choppy.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're... Alright, I think we're good. Let's talk to some people here. See what they got to say about Alcatraz.
So there's a door on that side that she can be way closer to us. Just goes right outside.
Where at? We're trying to navigate this with the Starlink because currently out here in the middle of islands.
She can just stand right out that door and we can come in and do it on that side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do, chat. All right. We're going to probably deconnect for a second.
Just be right there.
Okay, here, let me talk really quick. So we're going to reevaluate our situation here inside of Alcatraz because the service here, shocker, out in the middle of an island isn't the best place for service. Oh, can we show what a prison cell looks like from right here?
What's that?
Can we show? We're connected to a Starlink right here. Can we show
people that would want to do it?
Rent's pretty pricey out
Yeah,
here.
it is definitely pricey out here for sure. So, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I just wanted to feed off of what you were saying,
Yeah.
just to stir up a different conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, thank you so
Yep,
much, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
See you later.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hello, guys. Who thinks we should open this up?
Okay,
Nope.
We're back. I think we were down for like, the stream was down for like 20 seconds now. Booker T's out here yelling, who should open this up? We just had a great conversation with the guy.
Yeah,
let's see.
Did it come across?
No, it was down.
No?
We got the stream
Dang.
back though.
What-
Starlink's been tough out here, trying to go in and outside the prison.
What I was saying with him, though, is because a lot of people say, well, this prison...
Come on through. Should we reopen Alcatraz? Should we open Alcatraz up again? She says yes. What do you guys think? Should we open Alcatraz again?
Whoa, what a question.
Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from?
UK.
UK?
Yeah, from England.
Do you guys think they should open up Alcatraz?
I'm not educated with this. I don't think so.
Would that prison look suitable for prisoners?
No, it does not.
She says it does not. A lot of people from all across the world are coming here to
I
Alcatraz.
know. And maybe I'm just a little hardened, but I think prisoners, if you've done something extremely bad, you've taken someone's life, you've done something horrific, made some family just destroyed because of what your actions, I don't think you need to live in a super wonderful place. And I think Alcatraz is actually a little bit too nice as you look at this view.
Booker T. Jones says Alcatraz is too nice. Do you guys think Alcatraz is too nice to put prisoners in?
No, not really.
No. Where do you think they should put prisoners at here in the U.S.?
They shouldn't use Alcatraz again. It's a tourist resort. I mean, tourist attraction.
It's too beautiful, right?
Do you think this is?
Look at the view.
Do you think
Look
this
at
is
the
too good of a
view.
view for a prisoner?
It's too expensive.
Too expensive. It's interesting. I'm one of the only Americans to ever go inside of Secot, the prison inside of El Salvador, and I mean it's up to date, very modern. The cells, though, the prisoners here would have more of a benefit than those that live inside of Secot. For instance, they don't have windows in the prisons in
Yeah.
Secot in El Salvador. Here they have windows with a view.
Here they have windows and they have fresh air that blows through, and they also have their own individual cell, where in Setcot it looked like they were all in the same cell together.
Mm-hmm. So people technically would have a better life here inside of.
Yeah, they'd have a better life. And maybe it's a way of like actually making, you can come through.
Should they open up Alcatraz?
Huh?
Should they?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Come here. Why do you guys think they should reopen Alcatraz up?
Excuse me.
Sorry. I like obviously not for like basic criminals, but or even not even for criminals in general. I think they could really turn this place into like something of good use. Like we could use it for different things, a different port, like just or like a actual rehabilitation.
Yeah. Do you guys think they should reopen Alcatraz? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, and so you're saying they could use it for like a rehabilitation center? Or?
Yeah, or just like as an example to prisoners of like the way we've advanced the system to where they're like it can actually change their life instead of just being treated as animals.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Thank you guys very much. Let you guys come on through here. Here on this island.
Connection. It's just got back on.
I mean, I don't know. Worst of the worst.
You're good.
I think there's some reform that's needed, so maybe we can, if they do reopen it, revamp it a little bit and put some really good programs in to maybe help them. Because again, yes, you're a criminal, but we shouldn't treat people like animals. So maybe help them end their journey on a positive note.
Okay, thank you for that was very good insight, very good wisdom. Thank you very much. How are you doing?
All right.
Booker T. Jones, you're killing it on the Starlink right now. I said killing it like you're doing good.
Oh, okay, good.
Look at her, she's feisty mom out here. the Starlink really, it makes it tough out here in the middle of Alcatraz. Maybe we'll go over here to this side. Let's see what we got over here. How are you guys doing? Someone here in the chat says, I said open Alcatraz years ago. Don't quit your day job, Nick. I'm not quitting my day job. We're trying to... My day job is YouTube. This is my day job. We got lots of great videos coming out here in the coming weeks. Let's see. All right, you guys, we're gonna see if we can show you guys more of inside the prison cells from a different spot. This last spot we cut out. All right, so if a prisoner were to come here to Alcatraz, this would be one of the first places. Actually, you guys will see where the first places are tomorrow. But this is, yeah, Brooker T. You gotta stay where the satellites can catch you. How are you guys doing? All right, we're good. We're good. Yeah. You just stay right there, Brooker T. Well, we were good. Man, this is a tough live stream. Keep cutting out. This is another spot where they do the cells. I say we just... All right, I think we're good. All right, yeah, I think we're good. The service here is a little tough. This is inside of the prison. It's crazy because these prison cells, there's upwards of around 300 or so, 3 stories high. And all the prisons are pretty much as if they were the day that they abandoned this prison in 1963, except for some of them that they have renovated for tours and whatnot. But you can see they have the bathrooms, they have the shelves. Some of them even have cots, and they also have sinks in here. And the problem is, if they were to reopen Alcatraz.
So just leave your address. It's actually your address.
Okay, well, yeah. One sec. So these prison cells were 3 stories high, and obviously now they're about 5 feet wide, 9 feet long, 7 feet tall, and that's where the prisoners would go. Let's see here. All right, you guys, we're going to keep moving through here. Here we go. Wow, lots of people are coming through here right now. Here, Brooker T, will you just talk for a sec?
Sure. I'll tell you a couple facts about this prison. If you want to show over here, Nate, there's a building down there, and the people who used to work at the prison, they had an option, because back then, rent to live in San Francisco was around $100 a month. Can you imagine $100 a month? But if you lived here, it would be $35 a month, and your laundry would be done for free. So many people who worked at this prison actually lived here. And over here, you can see the apartments that they lived in. So could you imagine living on Alcatraz? And some of them had children. So children outside of these gates right here, where this prison is obviously surrounded by these big fences. But outside there, if you go outside the fences, it seems like you're just in a little city. And so kids used to roam around here. I thought that was pretty interesting when I thought about that, because imagine if your childhood was here in Alcatraz while it was opened. It was only open for about 20, maybe 22 years as a prison before it shut down. And the reason it did shut down was because it was so expensive to run. And back then, sewer just drained out into the ocean. So that's a big part of why people are saying there's no way we could reopen this. Like, how are you going to take away the sewer? I have no idea how you do that, except for I think they'd have to get like a sewage system, like a cruise ship gets, some way that it can drain and then people can gather it up and then go dump it somewhere. That would be a huge obstacle here, is how you'd get rid of the sewer. But also people live on islands in their sewer. So, I don't know. I don't know how you would do that. But this prison is very interesting. I don't know if Trump will actually be able to open it up. What does anybody say on the chat? Do you think they'll be able to open it up?
Yes.
And is there better options? Because we do have a lawless America. Lots of people here today, even those people we just talked to now, admitted, yeah, there's a lawless America. People are not afraid to commit crimes. In one of these cells, there's someone talks about why they were put in isolation. In isolation, they were put in isolation because they screamed and yelled inside their cells. That was punishment. Or someone stole $16 in like 1930s or something, and they were put in this prison for stealing $16. And nowadays people can just walk into a store, steal $900 worth of stuff, and nothing happens to them. We have a lawless country, and maybe Trump's trying to scare people by saying, hey, if you do something, you could go to a prison such as this, like a maximum security prison where you might not be able to come out. Or is he trying to make something like El Salvador? I don't know. Or is he just talking? Lots of stuff. Every day we wake up and there's something new that he said. And sometimes I think, oh my gosh. And then sometimes I think, yeah, that actually sounds like a pretty good idea. So it's very interesting what's going to happen here. Does anyone have any thoughts? Anything you'd like? Any comments on this? But one thing for sure is this is beautiful, beautiful real estate. Cannot imagine how much this cost out here. And every day over 40,000 tourists come. Is that right, Nick? A lot of people come. And to come here for the day, it's around $50. And then to come at night, I believe it was about $60. So it's pretty expensive to come here, because if you're coming here, you're only going to be here for a couple hours. And it's pretty pricey. So the government's making a lot of money off of this. A lot. So with all that money they're making, you think they could maybe fix it up better. What do you got going on over there?
Oh, I just had a big something.
Okay.
All right, let's keep moving along here. Let's keep going back down. Somebody was acting naughty in the chat, so we had to put them on timeout. Gosh dang it. How you doing?
What's up?
Do you think they should reopen this place?
It's pretty lucrative right now.
Yeah, it is pretty lucrative right now. Do you think it'd be a bad or good idea to put like the worst of the worst inside of here?
Impersonal.
Don't matter to you? Just whatever happens, right? Interesting. Well, thank you. Have a good one. Let's see if we can go into the shop over here. Show you guys some of the stuff from inside of the shop here, inside of Alcatraz. How are you guys doing? What time does the boat leave? 7:40 or 7:55? Oh, wait, fire.
There's an 8:50.
How are you guys doing? All right, you guys. I hate to say it, I think we're gonna have to end this live stream a little bit early. Some things happen going on in the background that we gotta end this live stream early for, unfortunately. But you guys will see the full video from inside of Alcatraz tomorrow here on my main channel. Due to some certain reasons behind the scenes, we had to cut the live stream short early today. But we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.